Welcome to this week's edition of the Wheels and Deals Community Spotlight, brought to you by Wheels and Deals of Pomeroy and the Meigs Independent Press.
This is Carrie Rose, Meigs Independent Press. I am here at Wheels and Deals in Pomeroy, Ohio, and again we're back for Community Spotlight, sponsored by Wheels and Deals. And today I have with me a member of the Meigs County Agricultural Society, or you may better know them as the Fair Board. So talk to us a little bit about what's coming up with Meigs Trade Days.
Okay, I am Tara Roberts, and as you said, I am on the Senior Fair Board. In 2019, we decided to start a flea market. So that's where we came up with Meigs Trade Days. And it's slowly taken, I don't know.
It's taken off.
Yeah, it's slowly taken off. And so last year was our first year. This year we started and then COVID happened. So our first event got canceled this year. But we were able to get back on track. We worked with the health department to get a nice plan in place. And we have our last event coming up on October the 24th, 25th, yes. And that event will be flea market, craft show, and a fall camp out.
So there's a lot going on with that. If you haven't been to the Meigs County Fairgrounds, they're located in Rock Springs, and it is just outside of Pomeroy, but you have a lot of area to cover. It's a big fairground. So you have the Thompson Roush building, which is a great big enclosed building. You have outside space. You also have the Rutland Bottle Gas building. That one has air conditioning.
Yes, and heat.
And heat. But so you have lots of space to spread all these vendors out. You're going to have a little bit of farmers market in with it. You have a little bit of flea market and craft show this time.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different things going on. So there definitely should be something for everybody.
Oh, yes.
And so, are you still looking for vendors?
Yes, we are. We are accepting vendors up until the day of the event. You can follow us on Facebook and get our application, and the application has the address on there where you send the application and your payment. We have 3 buildings actually that we're going to use for the fall event. The Grange building is also available for us. We have porch spaces available on the Thompson Roush building, and then everybody can space out on the midway there at the fair. So we are really excited that we can fit tons of people in there basically because of so much room. We have vendors like craft vendors from homemade crafts to direct sale vendors, your traditional flea market vendors. If somebody wants to clean out their home closets, and getting ready for the new stuff they'll get for Christmas, it's a perfect time to bring those type of items out and set up for a single day, or they can set up for both days.
So you can set up just for Saturday, or you can do Saturday and Sunday.
Correct.
Or just Sunday.
Exactly,
You can
yeah.
do just Sunday. But that is, if you've been wanting to have yard sale and maybe you didn't, because maybe you didn't necessarily want to have everybody coming to your house with COVID going around, but definitely an opportunity to be able to do that. And how much is it to be a vendor?
Our vendor spaces start anywhere from $15, and that's a single day outside. And we have a weekend rate that's inside, it's $35, and there's prices in between there.
Okay, so that's pretty affordable.
Right.
And you're advertising it and you're getting everybody to come through.
Yes, we have signs out in the community. We send stuff to the local newspapers, to the Meigs Independent Press, to the community bulletin boards that are on the area radio stations.
So the word's been out there, so if you are interested in being a vendor, get a hold of them through their Facebook page.
Absolutely.
But you're also having a camp out.
Yes, so we started in July doing a little camp out. We had Christmas in July and it was very successful. So back by popular demand, we're having a fall camp out. It's open to anyone with a camper or tent. They can camp starting on Friday at noon, and they can go through Sunday at noon. And those events for the campers will be like a pumpkin carving or a pumpkin decorating, best decorated campsite. There'll be a scavenger hunt for the kids, and they set up a big screen in the show arena, and they have a movie night. So it's fun for the entire family.
And it's basically each site you have water and electric.
Water and electric. You are responsible for your own sewage. However, we have a company that can come and pump your camper out if you'd like. The spaces are spaced according to the health department guidelines. So we have 50 spaces available that are for inspected and ready to go.
So it's not going to be, not huge crowd camping,
Right.
but it is definitely an opportunity, and that is one of the things that, through all this, camping is something that people have been able to kind of do. So this is, again, it's just good family fun.
It's a great way to create memories with your family that those kids will remember going and camping and decorating pumpkins. So.
And also, you've got all the shopping that you'd ever want to do right there at the fairgrounds. So if you haven't checked out Trade Days, check it out on.
We are on Facebook under Meigs County Trade Days, and you can also find us on the Meigs County Fairs Facebook page. And there is myself and Wendy Miller. We are the co-chairs of this group, but it's put on by the Fair Board. So if you get a hold of a senior Fair Board member, if you have a question, they can help get you an answer, get you directed to us.
Now, everybody always talks about gotta help the kids with the fair. And that comes through with your buyers and during the fair, and this year it was really great how the buyers stepped up and came out and turned out to help kids, because there was, with all of the complications, and I know 2 weeks before the fair, you guys were planning a full-blown fair, and the governor had other plans. So we'll leave that there.
Right.
But what does this mean as far as, because you didn't have the gate that you normally would. You didn't have the things that you normally would. And everybody always talks about the fair and supporting the kids, but if you don't support the senior fair, there is no junior fair.
Right. And, this year, obviously, the fair looked tremendously different, but it was a good thing. We still had some expenses. They were not quite like they are in normal years. However, like you mentioned, our gate was not what it normally is. So we are exploring different avenues to try to help make up that difference. We recently had a truck pull, and a lot of the local businesses stepped in and helped sponsor classes and help make that a success. The profits from Trade Days goes into our general fund, and that money is used for upkeep of the grounds to anything that we would need for the fair.
And you've been doing a lot as far as there's been some building. There was one building that was torn down, but there's plans for something in its place coming up.
Yes.
Maybe you can't announce it totally yet, but
yeah, if you go out to the fairgrounds, you can drive by and see it. If you come to Trade Days, you'll absolutely see it for sure. But the area between the Rutland Bottle Gas building and the Meigs band booth, that building was torn down a couple years ago, and we have put up a picnic shelter. This picnic shelter will be able to allow fairgoers to have a place to sit down and enjoy their fair food that everybody loves, and not be out, trying to walk around the midway with their food and everything. And that was made possible by a sponsor from a local business, and then we got a capital improvement grant to help offset those costs as well.
And you've also been doing some upgrades to the Grange building.
Exactly.
And there's been a lot of work. Being on the fair board is not just a 1 week year event. They're working all year long. There's meetings all year long. There's planning all year long. And sometimes you plan all year long, and then it gets thrown out the window.
Yeah.
But you regroup and you get it through, and you got it done this year for the kids.
Yeah, we did.
So, because it was just a junior fair this year.
Right.
But Trade Days is something that it's using the grounds. It's getting people out there to see the facility. you know, if you haven't seen the facilities that they have out there at the fairgrounds, you know, maybe you have something coming up you want to be able to do, talk to them about what, communicate with Fair Board about what your idea is. It's a great space, and there's plenty of parking. There's opportunity to be able to do a lot there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize what the fair has to offer, not just 1 week out of the fair, out of the year, which is Fair Week. Obviously, that's our biggest time, but we have lots of different things that we do. The trade days is one. We have winter storage, and that runs from the first weekend in November until April, and people can bring their campers and boats in, and they can store them inside a building for a small fee, and that's always a big success for us. And so that's something that people might not be aware that we provide. We also allow different organizations like the health department, the cleanup day here in Meigs County. We allow those groups to come in and use the grounds for things like that. So yeah, we have a lot to offer than just the week of the fair. And like I said, with the trade days, we also have some food vendors. So if you didn't get your fair food fix, be sure to come out that weekend. We'll have 2 concessions on site. So you can even just drive down and have some food.
And there's no admission.
No admission, free parking, and we just want people to come and support the local crafters, the local direct sales folks, because especially this year, I am personally in direct sales with a company, and business is tough, and there's a lot of people who do it more than just for a hobby. It's their livelihood, and so we're glad that we can provide something for them to be able to use our space and make some money for their family too.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add?
No, we just hope to see everybody there. Again, it's October 24th and 25th, and for more information, you can find us on Facebook under Meigs Trade Days.
Okay, this has been Carrie Rose, Meigs Independent Press. I'm here at Wheels and Deals, and you can see all the amazing cars and things that we have here that they have, and all these are for sale. And they offer the ability to be able to present this program each week. Again, this is the Wheels and Deals Community Spotlight, and we appreciate their support. Appreciate you coming out and talking to us. Go check out Trade Days and be able to support local. It's all about local.
That's right.
And we support one another. So come out and support some local vendors and have a good time. Maybe be a vendor yourself and have that yard sale that you've been wanting to have. Just get a hold of Meigs Trade Days. And again, this is Carrie Rose with the Wheels and Deals Community Spotlight.